Okay, so my air fryer, I'm a little crooked. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki, and today's video I'm going to be sharing a what I eat in a day with you guys. So I realized that I haven't had a video where I just show all cookbook recipes, and I thought that today would be a good day for that. So if you guys don't know, I do have a cookbook I just recently released. It's on Amazon, and it is just pretty much all of the recipes that I've made the most throughout my weight loss journey, my maintenance journey, and I thought it would be fun for each meal today to be out of the cookbook. So first of all, sorry if you can hear my dishwasher going, but if you enjoy this video or find it helpful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And let's get started with some breakfast. Today is a busier just cookie day. If you guys don't know, I run a cookie and cake decorating business out of my house, and I do a lot of custom cookies. That's what I do the most of. Also cake pops. So I have some cookies and cake pops I'll be showing you guys as I work on them, but I want to start with a good breakfast today. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with a breakfast bowl out of my cookbook. That is one of the 3 breakfasts that I definitely make the most, and I just have everything on hand for it today. So it is the breakfast bowl recipe. The thing about most of the recipes in this book though is that there are so many different things you could switch in and out, and it just makes it easy to use whatever you have on hand. So I do have like other options listed over here for ingredients, but today for my base I'm going to be using shredded hash brown potatoes. So this is the Simply Potato brand. These are their shredded hash browns. I just kind of put them in a paper towel to soak up some of the moisture because I'm going to be cooking them in a pan on the stove, and that's a 2-point serving. I'm going to cook up the hash browns. I also have some veggie mix, which is just pepper and onion. I didn't have any zucchini today, and I just had 1 pepper, so I just made a small one to kind of hold me over till I make my next veggie mix. I've got some eggs. I will have 2 of those for 0 points. Then I always like to add cheese to a breakfast bowl, so I'm going to add some light Mexican blend. This will be 2 points worth. And then I usually like to add some type of protein to the bowls. So today I'm going to be using these. I haven't tried them yet. We originally got them from Woodman's, but they are spicy cilantro chicken sausages. So I thought that this would be a good protein to add into my bowl. It's got 13 grams of protein, it's 100 calories, and it's 2 points on WW. This entire bowl will be 6 points total once I'm done assembling it. I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking up the hash browns. I just spray a pan with some nonstick olive oil spray and toss the hash browns in, season them with some salt and pepper, and get them a little bit crispy, and then that'll be the base to my bowl, which these are the bowls I use. I just get them from Target. So that'll be the base. I'll put the potatoes. I think I'm gonna do, I can't decide if I want over easy or scrambled eggs. I might do over easy eggs, cut up the sausage and heat it up, and add the veggie mix and cheese. That'll be it for breakfast. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that together, and then I'll show you guys some cookies I'm working on. Okay, so I've mentioned before that I like to just make my bacon ahead of time to have in the fridge, and this has been in the fridge for a little bit, so I just need to use it up. It is center cut thick sliced bacon, so I've never tried this one before, but what I do is I pretty much just put a tray with some foil like this, I lay it out, and then I pop it in the oven for as long as it takes pretty much to get crisped up. So usually it can be like 20-25 minutes, but I'm just gonna do this right now so I have it ready. I may or may not use it today, but it just is convenient to have that ingredient prepped. Okay, so I just finished making my breakfast bowl, and like I said, what's nice about this is that you can mix it up so much. You can change the base, the types of potatoes you're using, you could change the protein, whether it's bacon, sausage, or ham. Then you could do the eggs however you want, whatever cheese, whatever veggies. It really is up to you, whatever you have on hand and whatever you have the taste for. So this entire bowl is 6 points on WW. 2 points for the shredded hash browns, 2 points for the chicken sausage, and 2 points for the cheese. The veggie mix is 0, the eggs are 0. So this is a big portion. It's gonna get all mixed together and it'll be really good. I'm excited, and I think I'm gonna add some hot sauce. Usually I do like ketchup, Cholula, or Sriracha for my eggs or my breakfast like this, but I think I might do Cholula today. So I'm gonna mix this up and eat some breakfast. Then I have some more cookies to work on. I'll show you guys those. I think I'm gonna try to rollerblade today because it is gonna be a little bit nicer out, so I might get a skate in, and then I don't know what else I'm doing for today. I do need to do some like cleaning up and just getting organized, but we'll see how the day goes. So I'm gonna eat this now. Okay, so I love how this order turned out. It is for a 2nd birthday, and it was just a pink cow theme. So I've got some barns, twos, and cows. Okay, here's another cookie order that I finished up. So this was a 3 Rex themed cookie set. We've got some eggs, dino silhouettes, the little 3 Rex silhouette, and it's a 3rd birthday for Austin. Okay, so I haven't packaged these up yet, but these are cake pops and they're shaped like dino eggs. The green ones are chocolate on the inside and the white ones are vanilla on the inside. So that just goes with the 3 Rex order. Okay, so I just got back from skating. As you can see, my face is super red. I have like a layer of pollen on my teeth. That's been happening every time I skate now, so I have to go brush my teeth right away. But anyway, that was a really good skate. It was super windy. I'm like super red. It makes it so much harder of a skate when it is that windy because it's like just 10 times as much like strength I have to use to push off and go, especially because there are some parts of the skate that are uphill. So yeah, I'm just trying to catch my breath right now, but it's beautiful out. It's like 75 right now, and I'm about to go inside and make myself some lunch. I'm really hungry, and I think I'm gonna do a bowl like always, but I just was craving a bowl today, and I have some stuff for them, and then I have to finish up working on some cookies. But yeah, that was a really good skate, and I'm gonna get some water too because I'm feeling pretty dehydrated. So I'm gonna go make some food and get some water. Okay, so for lunch today, I'm making one of my favorite bowls in my cookbook, and that is the club sandwich bowl. So I'm actually pretty much going with everything that I have here. I pretty much have, and that's what I'm gonna be using today. It's a base of jasmine rice. I'm gonna use 3/4 cup for 5 points. Some shredded lettuce, I have that. I'm gonna use aroma tomato and just dice that up. Some turkey lunch meat, so I'm using this from Sam's Club. It's 1 point for 3 slices, but you can have 4 slices for a point, so I'm gonna do 4 slices. Then a slice of light Swiss cheese from Trader Joe's, that'll be 2 points. I'm gonna use 1 slice of the bacon that I made this morning, actually 1.5 slices, it's 2 points. It's thicker cut than normal, so if I have 2 slices, it's 3 points. So I'm just gonna do 1.5 for 2 points today. Then I'm gonna use some light mayonnaise and mix it with some sriracha to make a spicy mayo. So that'll be the club sandwich bowl. I'm gonna go ahead and assemble this, and it's 11 points total on WW, so let me show you guys how I make that. Okay, so I went ahead and made the club sandwich bowl. As I kind of showed, I use icing bags, which I get questions about that sometimes, but I just have these old icing bags that I can't use for cookies anymore, and so I use them for different sauces and stuff like that. So I put a serving for 1 point of light mayonnaise in the bag, and then I added some sriracha, and I just mixed it up with my hand. You could just do it in a bowl and drizzle it as well, but that made kind of like a spicy mayo sauce. So then I have the rice, the Swiss cheese for 2, the bacon for 2, the tomatoes and lettuce are 0, the turkey's 1, and then the drizzle is 1 point. So 11 points total. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up and eat it. And then I think I might actually make a protein shake because I'm feeling hungry after my skate and I wanna make sure that I'm getting more protein in today. And honestly, a protein shake just sounds really good. I've been craving them like every day. So I'm gonna eat this and see how I feel, and then I think I'm gonna make a protein shake. Okay, so I'm making myself a protein shake. I have silk unsweetened cashew milk, and I just use a cup, so 8 ounces. I just pour that in my blender cup. Then I talk about this a lot, but I don't track blended fruit technically on WW. This would be, I think, 3 points, but fruit is 0 for me on WW, and when I have a protein shake like this, it honestly is just as filling as if I were to have eaten the banana. So I just count it the same as if it were a 0-point banana that I ate, and pretty much don't track the blended fruit. So it's whatever works best for you, but for me personally on my journey, that's just worked for me. I like that these protein shakes are 2 points because they fill me up, but it's just a really good, quick, convenient option to get some protein in. So for me, that's what works. I'm also adding in a scoop of Bloom vanilla protein powder. So this has been one of my favorites lately just because it's plain, and I can add other things in if I want. Sometimes I'll add powdered peanut butter, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to keep it at 2 points. So I'm going to add some ice cubes and blend this up, and it'll be a 2-point protein shake. Okay, I've just been working on cookies, but I'm going to have a quick snack. So I'm having some red grapes. These are 0 points on WW for me. And then I'm just going to have a point worth of these Pitos. These are the pizza flavor Pitos. Okay, so this is the last order that I was working on. This is a big one. It's 75 cookies, and I always do some extras as well. So this one took a little bit, but it is a second birthday. The theme is too groovy, so she wanted some peace signs, flowers, these little vans, and some glasses. So we're gonna go ahead and bag all of these up now. Okay, so I just got finished up working on some cookies. It was a bigger order and now they're all done. So now I'm figuring out dinner. I've got my cookbook again, and I already decided that I'm going to be making taco pasta for dinner. So I love pasta. I would have it every day for dinner. Actually lunch too if I could, but I just love pasta dishes, and this is one of my favorites to make because it is so quick and easy to throw together. So what I use, and actually today I'm going to modify it a little bit from the recipe in my cookbook just because I'm going to do half the recipe. At the moment I have cooked taco meat and I only have enough to do a half batch, and I also only have enough pasta to do a half batch. So I have 6 ounces of pasta that I'm going to go ahead and cook right now. I have the water boiling for that. And what I do when I do this recipe in half, because it uses cans of corn, beans, and tomatoes, I save half of it later in the week for a veggie mix or something. So I already have my black container ready, and hopefully this doesn't drip. If I hold it up, it might, but I opened 1 can of corn, 1 can of black beans, and a can of diced tomatoes, and I just went ahead and put them in a strainer like this. So I mixed everything together pretty well, and I'm gonna go ahead and take half of it out and put it in a black container like this, and then I'm gonna save it for later in the week. So if I use it later in the week, I'll probably add some seasoning to it so that it has a little bit more flavor, but then I can use it as a filling for wraps, or I can put it in bowls. I really like to use it as a bowl ingredient, but yeah, it'll just be something that I can use. Or if I have more meat later in the week, I could make another batch of taco pasta with the other half of it if I wanted to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and divide this up right now, cook the pasta. Then really it's so simple. Once the pasta's done cooking, you add the bean, corn, and tomato mix in. You also add some queso. So today I'm using the Pace Nacho Jalapeno queso. This is just my favorite one that I use right now. And then some ground taco meat. So this is turkey meat, and it'll be 0 points, and I'm gonna go ahead and add this in so that it will be the protein for the pasta, and that's pretty much it. So once the pasta's cooking, I'll show you guys how I assemble it, but first I'm gonna divvy this up. Okay, so here is my final dinner. It is a giant portion, and this is only 8 points on WW. I tracked everything individually, and then I remembered that all my recipes are now saved in the WW app, so now I went ahead and entered that. So it's 8 points for that total, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat this as well as my Honeycrisp apple, which is 0 points, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do for dessert because I'm out of yogurt, so I'm gonna figure out something after dinner. I still have 3 points left for my dailies. So I'm gonna eat this and I'll be back. Okay, so we just walked to Mariano's and got some more yogurt. So I get the Damnlilt vanilla Greek yogurt. And I also got some frozen blueberries. I decided I did want to do a dessert for my cookbook, so I can still incorporate my yogurt with it, but for dessert tonight, I'm gonna do a blueberry cobbler. When I make this, I like to use Kodiak Protein Buttermilk Pancake Mix. You can use any pancake mix you want for this, but that's just the one I like to use. I know there's some other protein options and just like lower point options out there, but that's the one I like to use. I'm gonna use some frozen blueberries. It's 3.5 ounces, and I'm just gonna spray this ramekin. I get these from Target. I love them. These are 14 ounces, I want to say, and I can link them in the description. But what I do is I just spray this ramekin with some non-stick spray. I'm going to toss the blueberries in there, and I just weigh them out using my food scale. So I'm going to weigh out 3.5 ounces, and that's 0 points. Then I add a half teaspoon of monk fruit sweetener, so I'm going to do that, and then also a little bit of lemon juice, and you just toss them in that. Then in a separate bowl, you make the cobbler topping. It's really just the pancake mix. So for the pancake mix, I use a 1/4 cup of it right here, and that's 2 points on WW. Then I use a 1/4 cup of the Silk unsweetened cashew milk, that's 0 points. I also use a half tablespoon of this monk fruit sweetener that's mixed in with this. So I've used the monk fruit sweetener with the blueberries and with the topping. And then I also add just a little bit of cinnamon to that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quickly. I just need a 1/4 cup of cashew milk added to this. Okay, so I have the cinnamon, monk fruit, pancake mix, and cashew milk in here, and I'm just whisking it together. And then I had mentioned I'm still gonna use the yogurt, so I'm just gonna use 1 point of the vanilla yogurt as like a topping, kind of like whipped cream. I feel like yogurt will be really good on this, and I feel like even all like mixed together, it'll add a good flavor to it. So I mix this together, that's done. And I just have olive oil non-stick spray, so I'm just spraying it so that it doesn't stick too much. Okay, so I added my frozen blueberries. I think this is just like the Mariano's brand. I just grabbed these when we went. And so I have them in the ramekin. I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon juice, and I just use like the little squeeze bottle, and then also a half teaspoon of monk fruit sweetener. So I just kind of mix those around to get them a little bit coated with that. And then you pretty much just pour the pancake batter on top. So I have a spatula, and I'm just gonna go ahead and scrape this out and pour it onto the blueberries. Okay, so this is what it looks like. My blueberries are covered with the pancake mix. Now I'm gonna pop it in my air fryer at 350 for about 18 to 20 minutes. I kind of move it around every 6 or 7 minutes, but I just keep an eye on it while it is cooking. Okay, so my air fryer blueberry cobbler is done. I'm gonna go ahead and eat that, but before I show you guys, I'm just gonna give you the wrap up of the day. So I ended the day using 31 dailies total, which is what I get on maintenance. I'm also 6 feet tall, so I get a few more points because of that. But on maintenance mode, I get 31 dailies, and that's what I used today. So I did 6 for breakfast, 11 for lunch, 8 for dinner, and 6 for snacks. Like I said, I'm ending the day with my blueberry cobbler dessert. So I accidentally left it in a couple minutes too long, so it just got a little bit dark on top, but that's totally fine. I'm gonna go ahead and add my yogurt on top, which is probably gonna melt right away. So I have 1 point of vanilla Greek yogurt on there, and that's my dessert for 3 points. I do have my cookbook available on Amazon if you guys haven't gotten it yet. That's what I did today, was all recipes, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert were all things that are in my cookbook. So this is available on Amazon. I also have the ebook version, and with all the recipes, I have a PDF on my site that gives you the link to track in WW, and it's also a spreadsheet with all the point values listed on it, as well as macros and calories. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time.